This game is designed in such a way that, honestly, I'm impressed by.
Yeah, so Game Freak...
But I'm also really, really mad.
This is a slow clap for not just Game Freak, but whatever the other company is that actually produced this game.
I don't remember, man.
That actually developed it for Game Freak. So we realized, Drifloon comes on Friday nights, but it won't come the same day
that we drive out.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait a week. We thought, okay, we don't want to do that. We're gonna bend and move the time. It doesn't work. You can't just change the Switch's time.
No. Apparently they programmed in a feature where changing the Switch's clock will cause any time-sensitive events within Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl to freeze for 24 hours.
Yeah,
So, yeah, we're kind of screwed until next week when we can actually meet again just to catch this gosh darn Drifloon.
Yeah, you got us. You got us, Game Freak.
And the thing is, like, that's the only place where we're actually gonna find Drifloon, right? And, like, is it worth it? Kind of. Drifloon's not a bad Pokemon to have.
Especially at this stage of the game, I feel like having a ghost type that I can, like... It's ghost and flying, so it can switch into ground, it can switch into fighting, and it can switch into normal.
Yeah, so there's a lot of options that you can use with Drifloon that just make it really, really good for pivot strategies. That's the main thing.
Plus it learns Will-O-Wisp. A lot of good stuff happening there.
So, yeah, no, that's... I like, that does mean that I'm probably gonna have to come back another Friday night just to catch this gosh darn Drifloon.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, that is, like, cheese.
I want you to imagine, Amber, Oscar's fiance, being like, "Hey, hun, do you want to, like, do something special for dinner tonight?" And Oscar's like, "Oh, no, sorry, I can't, babe. I gotta go over to comics to catch a Drifloon."
Okay. Dude, I'm just gonna say right now, I love you, and I love hanging out with you, and I love doing this, but if Amber has plans Friday night, I'm saying no.
Yeah, I'm
saying no to this. Alright, like, she comes first.
Amber and I make jokes a lot about how I'm Oscar's first husband.
Or, like, kind of. It's like, oh my god, I actually really dig. Like, it came from a meme that we saw on Twitter randomly. Like, where it's like, you know, the dynamic of, like, you know, like a gamer, like, not a gamer, but like there's the guy, and then there's the girl, and then there's that one dude that the guy always hangs out with, and the girl's like, and the guy's like, "I'll see you later, honey, I'm gonna go hang out with my husband."
Yeah.
Alright, this camper should have a Geodude, so...
Oh, whoops, I have Biggs out front.
Alright, switch over to Badu, you should be fine.
Yeah,
Jack.
We already proved that Geodudes can't hit Jack
all too much, so yeah. The thing is, like, you might think that we might be a little bit overly cautious here, but no. Super effective moves are hit hard, and on another thing, like...
There's nothing overly cautious of switching out a Pokemon with a type disadvantage.
Yeah, absolutely.
There will be some things I do that are overly cautious. That's not one of them. Mm-hmm. That is perfectly sensible.
And this guy doesn't have Sturdy, so there you go.
Yeah, I am not letting this camper set up a rollout.
Oh yeah, that is a thing, isn't it?
I feel like this game must be pretty frustrating if you're trying to, like, observe the level caps in gyms, because with the experience share, Pokemon level up all over the place.
Oh yeah, I imagine. That hiker should have an Onix.
Okay, I'll deal with him first then.
Which I suppose in a way, like, the Battle Girl is down there, you should be able to deal with her with Jack because she has a matchup. But then again, if you want, we could, like, that could be our first opportunity to start getting, what's his name? Dabra.
Yeah, Cedric.
Cedric start getting him into the fray.
I just caught a shiny Onix and evolved it in Pokemon Go.
Nice.
Which I'm very excited about. I wish his stats weren't so bad.
That is actually kind of funny because, like, my most recent shiny was the shiny Lickitung. And I remember we were having a conversation about Lickitung the other day, right? And it's like, so the thing is, like, I caught it during research, breakthrough.
Okay.
So it actually ended up having really good stats, right?
Okay.
So, like,
So
I
it's
have a
actually
shiny
usable.
Lickitung with actually good stats, and I have a regular Lickitung that also has good stats, but I'm like, I don't want a shiny Licky. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave the Lickitung as is.
Yeah.
I'll maybe use it for like Great League or something, and then I'll just evolve the regular Lickitung into Licky. That Battle Girl should have a matchup. Like I'll just evolve like the regular Lickitung into Licky, so I just say I have a Licky for like the Pokedex crap. But I'm not evolving my shiny Lickitung. Shiny Lickitung looks fine as is. I don't want that stupid shiny big tongue Pokemon thing.
What color is shiny Lickitung?
Shiny Lickitung is like gold. It's like yellow.
Oh,
like,
neat.
it actually is shiny.
Okay.
Like for all intents and purposes.
Alright, before we battle this, hold on 1 second.
Oh, sure. Okay, so she has a Badu. You can actually have Cedric there too because poison type.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh,
no,
no,
she has a Machop.
Oh no,
right?
we're dealing with the Machop. Never mind.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna go then with Biggs because Biggs will also get the Intimidate.
Mm-hmm. And we're back, folks. So, Battle Girl Kelsey should have a matchup. Yep. Cool. After this, there should be only one trainer left who has a Piplup, actually.
Oh.
So, fun fact about that one.
Yeah, neat.
Another fun fact, actually. So, we remember that Aroma Lady who had the Badu?
Yeah.
It was Aroma Lady Elizabeth. Fun fact, in Japanese, her name is Chie.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually really like Bulbapedia because it also gives us like the Japanese names for each of these trainers, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I like Bulbapedia a lot. It's a great resource.
Yeah, that's what I'm using in order for us to be able to know what's coming when it comes to this Nuzlocke.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, after this should just be Picnicker Karina, who has the Piplup, so Badu should be able to make quick work of her.
Okay.
Badu, Antigone, or like Jack.
Yeah, I'll have Jack do it. I want Jack to evolve soon. I want Jack to like me.
I mean, we were using him quite a bit during the Rourke situation, so I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he's close.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too long.
Can you? Oh no, you need to go to the friendship checker just to check the friendship thing. Like, you can't look at it manually, right?
I don't really remember what the friendship checker is. It's a person somewhere?
It's a person somewhere, yeah. Like, it tells, like, you get the ribbons from her.
Okay. Yeah, I figure it'll happen when it's happened. It's okay, Jack. You evolve when you're ready.
Yeah. I mean, dude's just doing a good job against this Piplup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta also look up where we can find a shiny stone. So, like, if we can, to get the opportunity to evolve it into Roserade. Again, I don't remember if there's an opportunity to find it in the underground. Otherwise, it's going to be, like, in a post-game area or at the, what's the islands you can access from the ship?
Oh, yeah.
Because I think you can actually find a shiny stone there. Flame Wheel. Yes, please. What's,
Yeah, let's look at that.
39 is 30. It's pretty even, actually.
60 to 100, and...
Yeah, just go ahead and go with Flame Wheel. Its attack power is slightly higher than special attack, but not by much, so it doesn't really matter. But, like, Flame Wheel's just better than Ember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. What are those islands called?
I don't remember.
Yeah, but there is... It's not the Sebi Islands, is it?
No, Sevi Islands are in, Fire and Leaf Green.
Yeah, you're right. Isn't that the Seafoam Islands?
That's also in red and blue.
Great, now this is gonna bother me. I'm gonna look this up.
You seem tired. Yes, I will rest here. Thank you, nicely.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Never say no to a good rest in a Pokemon game. I guess I'll go beat up this person with the Badu really quick, too. I realized... I was afraid we were going to get over-leveled for Gardenia, but I just checked her on Bulbapedia. Her highest Pokemon is a level 22 Roserade.
Iron Islands.
Oh, yeah, that's where you can get an egg for Riolu.
Yeah, for Riolu, which if like technically can be used because.
So I saw a rule on eggs, which I think is pretty interesting actually.
Yes.
So when you get an egg, you don't actually get the Pokemon until it hatches. So
wherever
if
it hatches
is where the encounter was.
Yeah,
so you can hatch it in a town where you haven't caught anything yet.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I figured that's what it was. And yes, I was correct. In the Iron Island is where the shiny stone is. And I believe you can get through it once you actually get access to the Iron Island. So you should be able to, you okay there?
Yeah, for a second I must have accidentally hit the button to like check moves.
Oh.
So for a second I was like hitting the button like, why won't it let me switch? What's wrong? Did it use Arena Trap and I didn't notice?
But, yeah, no, the Iron Island, once we get access to it, we should be able to go through it. That's where we can get a shiny stone, hopefully. So if we don't find one in the underground, I don't even know if it's possible to find one there, then we can use the shiny stone there to evolve Roserade if we still plan on using it.
Yeah. Stop leering at me.
Stop looking at me with those big old eyes.
You're freaking me out. Yeah, I recommend watching the Did You Know Gaming about Pokemon Gen 3. There's a lot of really fun facts there and how that was kind of a huge pivot point for the series.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to take a look at that. The main Pokemon guy that I've been going to lately is Loxin and Noggin.
Oh yeah, Loxin's always
great.
great.
Loxin's a great Poketuber. Same thing with Pokemon Challenges. It's actually Pokemon Challenges is actually the guy that I like learn a lot of the Nuzlocke strategies with because like he's actually a pro Nuzlocker.
Yeah.
So like I've been watching him a lot lately. Kind of admittedly in a little bit of preparation for this.
Yep.
So that's a little fun fact for you. I guess in a way, like I've also prepared myself by rewatching Jaden and Alpha Rad's like Nuzlocke.
Those are just fun.
Yeah, I really like Jaden's like Nuzlocke videos because like the animation for them is top notch. First of all, like that in and of itself is already like obvious, but Alpha Rad is just entertaining. I don't know if you saw it recently, but he recently did a video where he did the quote-unquote perfect Nuzlocke run just to spite Pokemon challenges. Because, like, Jan's always, like, you know, critiquing their Nuzlocks.
Yeah.
Like, he's the guy with the glasses and, like, who's very critical of everything, but, like, you know, it's all in good fun. But he Alpharad literally went out of his way to do the perfect Nuzlocke run just to spite him. And he roasts the guy, like, so often in the video. It's hilarious.
I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, no, I definitely recommend that video.
That took longer than it should have because it kept using Charm.
Yeah, I noticed that. But it's worth.
Yep.
Look at this. We have a pretty good team. Approaching level 20.
Yeah. So, I don't want
You lost because you're using a Pachirisu. Sorry, that was me.
Get these orange berries.
You were saying, I'm sorry.
I wasn't really saying anything in particular. Pecha is poison, I think?
I believe so. Check. Pecha. Poisoning. Yep, you're right.
Alright, put another orange berry in the ground there. I guess we can replace the one that, Darmani ate during its battle.
You can cancel the animation, by the way.
Yeah, I was trying to. Do you just smash A?
I think it's B, actually, or you just have to move.
Okay.
I don't remember specifically. Okay, that's always nice.
Alright, so we're just gonna do a loop around.
Wrong way. Right way. And I believe, I'm not entirely sure what else is on this route, except, yeah, I think you're pretty much, yes, the Eterna Forest.
Okay.
This is a major one coming up. So, Eterna Forest is significant for many reasons. Let me go ahead and bring that up, because this is where we may need a little bit of, like, a little more mindful thinking. If I recall correctly, actually, we need to travel with her.
Yeah.
And I don't think can we catch any Pokemon?
I don't know if you can catch Pokemon while in double battle, so I don't think they count as encounters until after she leaves our group.
Here, let me look this up. Yeah, partner trainer.
Hello, my name's Cheryl. And you are? Okay, so your name is Comic. I'm sincerely glad to meet you. Comic, may I ask you a big favor? I want to get through this forest, but I'm afraid of doing it alone. I've heard that there is a sinister group of people called Team Galactic about. I think there'll be safety in numbers. Please, may I go through with you? And I decided to go with Cheryl.
Okay, so there's nothing explicitly saying here that that Pokemon can't be caught during double battle. No, I think I remember now. What happens is, well, first of all, while she's in your party, all Pokemon battles will become double battles, right?
Yeah, and she keeps healing you, which is nice.
Here's the significant bit. If you encounter a wild Pokemon, it'll become a double battle. The Pokemon cannot be caught until at least one of them is down.
Okay.
So we can actually, with her, now we have a choice.
Okay,
on
but
our
it's
first
still our first encounter.
Yeah, on our first encounter, we basically have one of two choices to go with. And in this regard, actually, okay, I will say this. While the Drifloon thing didn't quite work out, there is another Pokemon encounter here that might actually work out for us.
Are there Ghastly here?
There are not Ghastly here. I don't think there are Ghastly. Oh, no, wait. There are Ghastly here. Okay, here we go. Let me pull up BDSP here for a moment. Okay, so this is Brilliant Diamond. So we can find Murkrow, Wurmple, Silcoon, Beautifly, Budew, and Bonnery. Oh yeah, you know what? It's because we're not playing Shining Pearl. We don't have access to Mischievous.
Yeah, but we do have access to Murkrow.
Murkrow actually would be a fantastic encounter.
And we're playing at night.
There's a 20%... Actually, I think... Okay. Yeah. We actually might be able to find him because we're playing at night, so this actually might work out. Murkrow is a fantastic Pokemon.
Yeah, I would take that. The problem is we might get stuck with Wurmple instead.
Well, we'll have to see. No, I don't... No, actually. We might be in the clear, actually, because we're playing at night. Wurmple only shows up in the day.
Okay, so what are all our night encounters we can possibly have here?
Just Murkrow.
Oh!
I think we're in luck.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't switch to Geodude.
Oh, right.
Because that Pachirisu could spell problems.
Yeah. So Cheryl has her Chansey, and what's exciting about this, we just talked about the egg rule. She's going to give us an egg for Happiny at the end of this, I think.
I believe so, yes. Additionally, we don't have to worry about healing items here because she will heal up our Pokemon every time we come out of a battle.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. What the whole Drifloon thing didn't work out, but yes, you are correct. This actually works out because we're here at night. I am perfectly fine going with Murkrow. That being said, like, it's going to be a choice. Do we want to go with Murkrow or do we want to go with Biggs? With Staravia?
Well, for this next gym, I think we should grab both.
That is true!
I feel like we could switch out Darmani. Darmani's not going to be useful against Gardenia.
That's true, actually. So it actually might be worth just switching out Darmani temporarily in favor of Murkrow.
Yeah.
That's an excellent point.
Okay, we need to survive this double battle first, though. And
this won't be a problem at all.
Chansey is paralyzed.
Mm-hmm. I guess while we're at it, I might as well go ahead and bring up, that Bugcatcher Jack is going to finish off with a Silcoon. After that, we got a couple of Psychics that both have Abras. And then we got some... Oh, interesting. We got a couple of bug catchers coming up. One of them actually has some Pokemon we haven't seen before, Burmy and Kricketune. A level 12 Kricketune.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff for taking on bug types right now.
Oh yeah, like Geodude is like making short work of these bug types.
Yeah, Darmani can do it, Biggs can do it,
technically
Raditz can do it.
Raditz can do it with fire moves, yeah. I do like the idea of leveling up Geodude though. Darmani, because again, Golem's not bad.
Yeah, we can go back to Darmani after Gardenia, but I don't think there's any point to bringing him in there.
Yeah, we might as well switch over to Murkrow, and that way, like, once we level up Murkrow a little bit, we'll have a backup for later in case we lose someone.
Yeah.
Which, knowing this run, we're probably gonna be doing. So, freaking Babe Doll Eyes.
Yeah, the problem with Chansey is Chansey isn't a hard hitter.
Yeah.
So we kind of are gonna have to do all the knockouts ourselves, but...
she's doing something, though.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind thinking about running a Blissey for this Nuzlocke, because Blissies are tanks.
No, that's the main thing. Actually, that actually would not be entirely out of the question, because one of the Pokemon that is actually highly recommended for Nuzlocks in general is Chansey.
Yeah.
Because it's so bulky.
Yeah.
So, plus it's a cleric, so if you, like, depending on the strategy you want, it actually might also work in making sure your team stays alive in addition to that.
Because there's, like, soft-boiled and stuff like that.
Yeah, soft-boiled. I believe it has access to aromatherapy in case of, like, you know, status situations that you might run into, things like that. So, again, depends on what you're looking for. It actually would not be totally out of the question to run a Chansey and a Blissey, especially because, like you said, she's going to give us an egg for a Happiny.
Yeah.
Alright, so if we go into the grass, we should be able to run into Murkrow.
Yeah, let's test this out here.
Let's go ahead and see. Fingers crossed. Come on.
And crossed, and crossed, and crossed.
And quick and nimble and quick and nimble. Double Budu.
Okay, well, it's a Pokemon we've encountered before, so we're not required to catch them. This doesn't count.
Yeah, we'll be right back, guys. We'll see. Like, we're gonna go ahead and like see if we can find this first encounter.
Yeah, we'll see you at the Murkrow.
Wormhole.
I thought there weren't any Wurmples.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to read these darn charts. So it has Pokemon on separate like lines because like it does the base encounter rate along with the time of day encounter rate. So
okay.
Yeah, we kind of I admittedly kind of screwed up on this one.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not like we could have done anything different if we knew.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not your fault we have a Wurmple.
Yeah. That being said, like, Wurmple, all in all, is, like, not super terrible. Just go for the Pokeball because there is a chance that shortcuts...
Look, I'm going back out so that I can do the shortcut. Is everybody happy? I'm sorry, you were saying.
Oh my god. I was gonna say, yeah, go for the Pokeball because we don't want the Chansey accidentally killing it.
Oscar comes in here with like, hey, I'm sorry, man, I was wrong about the Murkrow. I'm like, hey, don't worry about it, I'm not mad. He reminds me of the shortcut. You bastard!
You're the one who reacted so vehemently. Don't look at me.
I know, it's all me.
Anyway, here we go. We have the Wurmple, so it is what it is. That being said, oh my gosh, like, funny thing is, okay, so we have a male one. Funny thing is, like, I'm hoping for one particular evolution with this thing, but I don't even know if that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got a nickname for a Wurmple.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call this freaking thing. Like moth, butterfly. I don't know.
It would be great if it became a moth.
Yeah, I would actually prefer the moth. Like, that's the main thing. I would like if it's going to evolve. Like, if we're going to use it and it's going to evolve, like, I very much prefer Dustox, because at least Dustox has some applications in a Nuzlocke.
Okay, you got a lot of, like, string and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, string shot, all the, like, silk moves.
Yeah, it does, like, it does become a cocoon. So, what are we doing?
Either way, we know it's going to become either Silcoon or Cascoon, some kind of huge thread-based Pokemon. So I'm going to name it Slipknot.
Slipknot, okay.
Specifically after the member of the Suicide Squad, who can climb anything, and so can Wurmple.
That is true. Alright, cool. Yeah, so Slipknot. Yay, great.
Okay, I'm actually going to pull him out later.
Oh, it has a bright powder.
Cool.
Might as well take it.
Yeah. I'm going to pull him out of the box later when we're actually
out of the forest.
Yeah, he's just not going to be very useful here right now.
Yeah, especially because he is severely underleveled compared to the rest of our party right now.
Yeah. Okay, so we got like psychic type dudes coming up. So I'm going to pull Antigone out.
Yes. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Yeah, 2 Abras coming up on this next encounter.
So I'm going to use Antigone to bite him.
Yeah, both of them level 15. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Man, I feel dumb for not reading these charts right. But it's whatever.
It's weird to me that it like bothers to zoom in and show dramatic angles for the trainers if it's just going to go back to the above view anyway. I don't know if that really adds a lot. That's a very nitpicky thing.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, it's one of those, like, dynamics arguments kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. I'm just being kind of nitpicky.
Yeah. The thing is, like, it is one of those things that you kind of notice a lot when you're doing editing. It's like, oh, you know what? This kind of thing actually does matter a little bit, and that might be a problem.
Yeah. Energy ball. Also load my special defense. I don't like that.
You should be fine.
Oh, don't focus me.
Oh, nuts!
With the crit?
Are you kidding? That was a critical?
That was a critical!
Oh my god.
Oh, Antigone, no!
Oh, nuts. Well, that's bad.
I'm pretty not happy about that.
With a critical hit, too? That's... okay. Well... I'm getting flashbacks of our freaking Fire Emblem playthrough, dude. Live by the crit, die by the crit.
Yeah, I know doubles are always dangerous because they can gang up on one target, but...
Yeah, that was pretty scummy.
Ugh. Oh, that one sucks.
That was a big loss too, because that's freaking
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah.
I had big plans for Antigone. Antigone was gonna go to the Elite Four. He was gonna take down Cynthia's Milotic. I was like just talking about that.
Yeah. So I got bad news for you.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go back to not Floroma, but go back to like a Pokemon Center now, because otherwise, because of the healing aspect, it's gonna start eating up experience.
Yeah, we can't.
We can't have it on our party.
We gotta do this right.
Yeah, we're gonna be right back, guys.
For death is gain to those whose life, like mine, is full of misery. Rest in peace, Antigone.
Ugh, that sucks, man. So, who do we have on standby? Of these Pokemon that we have here so far, I feel like our actual best bet is Slipknot.
Yeah, I think so, particularly against, Gardenia.
Yeah, I guess, like, since we were talking about it anyway, we might as well bring it out now. Again, I'm really, really hoping that the RNG gods, like, smile on us, because I don't want Silcoon. I want that Wurmple to evolve into a Cascoon.
Yeah.
Because, again, Beautifly is near useless. Dustox actually has a use.
What do you really do with Dustox? What's the plan there?
Dustox, like, believe it or not, despite being a bug flying type, is surprisingly tanky. Like, I believe the main strategy with Dustox involves using it as a like surprising defensive wall and using it for statuses.
Okay.
So that's what I've heard. Like, I'd have to do a little more research into it, but yeah, like, either way,
I mean,
Dustox is like a million times better than Beautifly.
I could see it. I can't see any use for Beautifly, really.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Cool.
I didn't even see that.
Cool.
Alright, so the next bug catchers, that's actually going to be a bit of a significant one. You have Biggs up front, right?
I think so, yeah.
Biggs should be able to deal with everything that these guys throw at us. They got a Wurmple, Cascoon, and Dustox, as well as a Burmy and a Cricketune.
I didn't even see the second guy. I shouldn't be surprised because, like, all of these are double battles, but for some reason it caught me off guard that there was a second one.
You could theoretically actually handle them one at a time if you just talked to them. Like, by not running into them in between them, if I recall correctly, which honestly probably would have been a better...
Yeah, I wish I knew that a little earlier.
I forgot about it at the time. I just realized it now.
Freaking psychics using TMs to teach their Abra Energy Balls.
Wait,
Cedric didn't know Energy Ball.
To be fair, I will grant you this, I didn't think it was necessary. Because, you know... I wasn't expecting a goddamn critical energy ball, like double energy ball, along with a special defense. That was just a huge set of unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah, with the special defense debuff too.
Yeah, again, like that whole spiel was just an unfortunate set of circumstances for like Antigone. So that neither of us could have predicted that.
So we got Burmy here, which Burmy is also pretty high on my all-time least favorite Pokemon list.
Yeah, Burmy is...
I don't...
What's the point of Burmy, exactly?
Yeah, it's... I wouldn't have that much of a problem with Burmy himself. Like, he's a little, like, bagworm, you know, very cute. But it's that he has, like, a gimmick on top of a gimmick. Because not only do males evolve into Mothim, who isn't even good, females evolve into Wormadam. So you already have, like, the splitting evolution thing gimmick, but then also there's 3 forms of Burmy and Wormadam.
Yeah, the trash, the leaf, and the
stone.
And the stone form, right?
Yeah, and none of them are good.
Exactly. And like what makes Burmy even more of a like just a stupid Pokemon to me personally is that it also kind of like it feels like it's mocking actually one of my personal more favorite Pokemon. Pineco exists.
Yeah.
And, like, maybe it's not that good now, but Fortress during Generation 2 was a monster.
Yeah, I mean, Burmy's existence doesn't make Fortress any less awesome, but...
Yeah,
like,
but it's like, we already have a Bagworm Pokemon and it does it so much better.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like it just feels pointless.
See, like, Kricketune. You're not going to catch me using Kricketune
but
for
at least
anything
it's
important, but it's, like, an interesting design.
Yeah, and that cry is, like, famous for a reason, you know?
Like, I do believe that some Pokemon exist to be bad, like Dunsparce. I love Dunsparce.
Yeah.
Not all the Pokemon can be good, otherwise the ones that are good wouldn't be special.
Okay, moment of truth.
Alright, get ready for our gender reveal party, as in which is this? Oh,
it's Silcoon.
Slipknot, no.
Going back in the box?
I'm gonna keep it here for now until we beat up Gardenia, maybe, like...
Or maybe we'll find something better on, like, the next route or something, because goodness gracious. Yeah, RNG is not... working in our favor right now, unfortunately.
Okay, there's another... Let me test this theory here.
Okay, so these guys actually kind of have a more dangerous pair, so this actually might be worth testing here. One of them has a Meditite, the other has a Psyduck.
Meditite and Psyduck, so water and psychic fighting.
We don't have a lot of really good stuff for to deal with psychic types on this team. Again, except for Slipknot, but Slipknot's useless.
Yeah, Slipknot's not ready.
Like, honestly, Biggs is our best bet.
Yeah, so I can...
Yeah, you can fight them one at a time.
Oh, I wish I realized that earlier.
Sorry.
I definitely would have been doing all of these battles one-on-ones, because double battles are super unsafe.
Yeah, you know, I probably should have mentioned that earlier, so I apologize for that.
If I had thought about it.
I'll take the L on that one. That's my bad.
It didn't even occur to me.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I'll take the L on that one. That one's my bad. But what are you gonna do?
I didn't think those Abras were gonna be a particular problem, though.
Yeah, me neither. Like, I was not expecting that either.
I was kind of like, oh, Abra, free experience. Yeah, he's about to evolve again.
Already?
Yeah, Beautifly is level 10. I believe Wurmple evolves at level 7, and then it evolves again at level 10.
Oh, okay.
Same with most of the, like, early game bug Pokemon, like Caterpie and
Gotcha.
Weedle. Because the point of them is that this is supposed to introduce new players to the concept of evolution, and the best way to understand that is a caterpillar that becomes a cocoon and then a butterfly.
That makes sense.
So, normally, these are, like, some of the first Pokemon you're ever evolving.
Okay, that makes sense, actually. Whatever. Whatever.
You never know. Slipknot might be the one that ties everything together.
Maybe?
That wasn't supposed to be a pun, but it just...
Oh.
It turned into one.
Gosh
Gust.
darn it.
Yes, Gust. Okay, we now have another flying type move to use against Gardenia.
You're actually going to go through with using Beautifly here, aren't you?
For this gym, yeah. I'd rather use him than Darmani.
Fair enough. Except Darmani is still on our team. Because we lost Antigone.
Yeah, we'll have to do some kind of...
Yeah, again, I think there's another route after Eterna Forest, so we'll have to see. There's also, I don't think we can go into the mansion yet because we need Cut. So that's out of the question right now. But we can encounter something in the Pokemon Mansion if we go in there. But that's a matter of... The funny thing is, like, you could theoretically, like, game the system there and go for the, Rotom if you, like, spam, repels. But I'm not sure how optimal that is, honestly.
Does Rotom even show up before? I thought Rotom was a post-game.
I think Rotom is a post-game anyway, so, like, yeah, you might be right. It's probably not even worth a shot.
Yeah, but, like, what's in the...
I guess we might as well check now.
Yeah, what's in the shack?
Yeah, because, like, there's nothing really else. There's nothing else here. There's nothing really else. Nothing else here that we need to worry about as of right now. So, what's it called again? The
Pokemon Mansion.
Yeah. The Burn Mansion? No, it's not the Burn Mansion. It's
It's not the old chateau, is it?
Maybe. Hang on a sec. I gotta.
Sorry, I thought you knew. Like, I thought you were looking at it already.
Yeah, no, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's the old chateau.
Okay.
So, here. The Pokemon you can find in the old chateau... No, not the ghosts. I want the Pokemon. Freaking...
Yeah, probably everybody's talking about, oh, there's a ghost in the old chateau, did you know?
It is only Ghastly. Which, if we can get Cut and go in there, that's a fantastic encounter.
Yeah, so we'll have to beat Gardenia first, but I think it's up there.
Yeah, so yeah, if we go there and actually grab Ghastly, that's fantastic.
Sure.
Like, that's worth no matter what, no matter who you are.
Oh, there's the exit. I'm so relieved we finally got here.
Not without consequence.
I would have never been able to get through this by myself. Thank you so much, Comic. Thought she was going to give us the egg. Maybe I have to talk to her again. Okay, 205.
We're still 205,
yeah,
so this is not
same...
going to be any new encounters or anything. But now we got a bunch of, like, fishermen that we can fight. Like, as far as I'm concerned, they all have, like, fish Pokemon.
Yeah, I might come back for those.
Alright, and here we are in Eterna City.
Yeah, lots of bikes around. What's this house here? Underground man's house, digging down for adventure.
That's right. This is where we gotta go to deal with to start doing the whole underground thing, and that's where things are gonna start getting interesting.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. Now that you mentioned that actually might not be a bad. I don't know if you can go into the Grand Underground before you fight Gardenia, but it actually might be worth going down there to find something else before we actually do.
We're also not like leveled to fight Gardenia yet.
What level is Gardenia?
Her Roserade is level 22.
Okay, so we're close. So it actually might not be too bad of an idea to go down into the underground and see if we can find anything.
I got advice for the underground man on digging up fossils and spheres. Before I get digging, let me share his advice with you. While you're digging, you may uncover dark rocks. They're very hard. If you keep hitting them, the wall will collapse. Keep that in mind and you'll be digging up treasure in no time.
Basically, it's explaining the minigame of, like, you know, the underground, like, mining shit, so...
I am. You can call me the Underground Man. Everyone else does. I'll make a gift of this I'll make a gift of this to you. You hold up your end of the deal and put it to good use.
There you go, the Explorer Kit.
Cool. Use the Explorer Kit from your bag's key items pocket to visit the Grand Underground.
Yep, there we go. So we have access to the Grand Underground now.
Let me mentor you as you become a full-fledged spelunker. Just follow my lead.
Okay, so I guess we're doing the Grand Underground now.
I guess so.
How much time do we have in the episode right now?
We can end this after his tutorial, I guess.
I mean, it depends.
Sorry, I gotta get my timer back up. Yeah, we got
a little bit of time. All right, so let's at least like indulge this guy.
Going underground is quite easy. Simply use your Explorer Kit. It can't be used indoors or in a cave. Now, give it a try. Oh, he's doing it for
Oh,
me.
he's doing it for us,
Yeah.
okay.
At first I was, like, pressing in time with the...
Here we go.
Hey, it's Rourke. Hey, Comic. This is your first time here? Welcome to Sinnoh's Grand Underground. This is a network of tunnels, caves, and caverns lying beneath Sinnoh. Huh? What am I doing down in this expanse of a place? That's kind of hard to answer. I mean, you can do pretty much anything you want down here. For instance, you can dig up fossils and treasure, or you can make your own secret base. You should talk to the underground man in Eterna City to learn more. Y is the way to go back to the surface. Remember, Y. I have to get going now. I'll see you around.
Bye.
And then he just, like, circles the...
So yeah, here we are in the Grand Underground. So, this is the thing. So if you go into these rooms, be careful, don't move. If you go into these rooms, move forward just a little bit. Yeah, you can see Pokemon roaming around in the overworld.
Okay.
So, they will chase after you.
Oh, and there's Gastrodons?
Yeah, here's the thing. I would not recommend going after those Gastrodon.
Yeah.
Because they are going to be super hard to catch. Keep in mind also, the Grand Underground adjusts its level based on your level. So on the one hand, it means that a lot of these Pokemon are going to be difficult to catch. On the other hand, the Grand Underground is actually the best place to grind.
Interesting.
Because you basically can come down here and you'll always find Pokemon that are on par with you. Obviously, you got to be careful with it, but, you know, this actually is not that bad of a place to, like, grind up experience if you're careful.
Yeah, there's Budu here.
Yeah, be careful, because, like, the rulings that we made is that the first encounter that we run into will be the encounter for this whole segment of the Grand Underground. Yeah, it seems like we've gotten all the Pokemon.
So far, all things that we've encountered before.
Yeah, exit the room real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see the map on the upper corner, right?
Yeah.
If I recall correctly, if you press down the control stick, you should be able to pull up the map.
Oh, like if I actually...
press it down.
Press it in. Oh my god!
Gosh, that was a Houndoom. Okay, let's be careful there. Okay, yes, there you go. You see how on that map there's that huge circle that's lit up?
Yeah.
That's one segment of the Grand Underground. So basically, we have this entire place that we can explore to try and find a Pokemon that we want.
This whole... everything that's on that map now?
Yes. And you see, so zoom out, you see those other areas, the one at the top, the one at the bottom, and the one in the middle?
Yeah.
Those are also separate areas. We can only grab 4 Pokemon from this entire thing, so we have to be picky. And we also have to be careful, because traversing this place can be a little bit dangerous if we're trying to just, like, you know, zoom around and look for what we want. You can also find items down here. So it actually is worth exploring these areas once you've caught the Pokemon that you want.
Yeah, we'll just have to do it very...
Like so. Oh, no, wait, no, that's not an item.
Psyduck, Bidoof, and Geodudes.
Yeah, see, as soon as they spot you...
There's a Murkrow.
Do we want to go for it? Oh, no, if you
I know, but...
If you exit, it will, like, despawn them.
We could probably do better than Murkrow, though.
Fair. Again, though, the main issue is that, like, it's not guaranteed, and, oh, press down the R stick, by the way. R stick.
That is the R stick.
Oh, okay. There's something else that you can do to... There it is! So that button in particular, if you go around...
Oh, that's a Diglett.
No, go for it, actually. So, you see that meter?
Yeah.
If you play online, that meter will slowly build up as people online find those Diglett. Once it reaches 40, you have a higher chance of finding shinies.
Oh, alright.
Also, that radar that you pulsed out, keep hitting it as you walk around.
Okay.
You might not be able to do it yet, but occasionally whenever you do that radar, or that pulse scan, a shiny spot in the, on the walls, don't worry, you can't encounter any Pokemon in the hallways. Okay. A shiny spot on the wall will occasionally appear. That's where you can mine something. I don't know if you can do it right now, because you might not have the items for it. Okay, careful here. There's a Bidoof. Psyduck, Gastrodon. Yeah, again, the problem with going after Gastrodon is that could be like an encounter that we just can't catch, and those guys are going to be difficult to catch.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to go back and see if I can grab another Murkrow out of the air.
Alright, then. Do you want to go after Murkrow? Like, we also have those areas that we can explore up there if you want. Like, see if we find anything else good. Oh, okay. Go down. And to the left. To the left.
Should I grab that?
Well, go up.
Up.
And to the left.
Oh,
you see that little dot on the map?
Which dot?
On the map, right there. Move forward, move that way a little bit. Pulse can. Bingo!
Oh. Okay.
So here's the digging minigame.
Digging minigame. No tucked in Explorer's Kit. Digging for fossils. I put a sledgehammer and a pickaxe in your Explorer's Kit. Use them and you'll be able to dig out all sorts of stuff from the walls. Before the wall comes tumbling down, that is. I'm sure you can do it. Good luck, youngster.
Okay, so you can use the pickaxe to like make small dents that'll like have a lower chance of like upping the collapse meter. I usually like starting out with the sledgehammer to get most of the rubble out of the way, and then start using the pickaxe once I find something underground.
Okay, so I can like smash these with the...
Yes. Do it again on that same spot. Again.
Oh.
Ah, careful there.
Black rock. Okay.
Okay, you see like you see the bedrock all the way underneath. That means you've dug it all the way through.
Yeah.
So you don't need to smash there anymore, otherwise you're gonna make the wall collapse. It's down in that area where the treasure is. So just kind of like keep exploring around and see if you can find any treasure. I say go up to that lower bedrock and see if you can. Yeah. Nothing. It's kind of like Minesweeper, if you want to.
A little
like,
bit, yeah.
If you want to make a comparison. There. So if you go down there, yeah, smash that area.
Oops.
Yeah, careful with that. And now there's one other treasure that we can find. I suggest switching back to the sledgehammer.
Okay.
And see if you can find it. Nope. We might not find it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there'll be enough time.
Ah. Yep, there it goes.
Okay.
The good news is that whatever treasure you find, even after the wall collapses, you will still get.
Got a pretty stone box. Oh, Glaceon statue, so that's for my secret base?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, you see those little dots on the map?
Yeah.
Anytime you see those dots, that's where like there's a treasure area nearby that you can mine.
Okay, let me do this spot then too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, you can find valuable items here. You can find revives, you can find fossils, you can find evolution stones. You can find, as a matter of fact, there, plates. Beautiful.
And then I guess I'll look over here.
So yeah, this is one of those things like we're probably gonna do like off screen for the most part.
Yeah, I can see spending a lot of time on this.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
This already feels addicting.
Yeah, no, the Grand Underground like is a huge whole thing. Oh, there it is.
Oops. I'm not gonna be able to get it out in time now.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got a stone plate and you got a red sphere. Those spheres are basically currency you can use to trade with people in the underground that you find.
Okay, what kind of things can I trade for?
Base items and occasionally certain like useful items that you can use during your adventure. I'm not entirely sure what, but most of it relates to the Grand Underground.
Okay.
Alright, so do we want to try and find a new encounter down here at all? Where are the Pokemon down here?
Yeah, hello, anybody?
Oh, hello, there's Geodude, there's Badu. More Geodude. Just be careful, going down is like super,
yeah,
like a little bit finicky here. There's a
Kricketot.
Kricketot.
I do not want
No,
that.
we don't want Kricketot.
I mean, Badu and Geodude would just be like a
Experience
encounter
fodder at this point.
But
yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing if we can find a new encounter. Go check out that room up top. Yeah, this is probably gonna be the last thing we do tonight.
yeah, I'd be pretty happy with a Murkrow.
Yeah, again, I think that's a low rating counter, however.
Krogunk.
Krogunk. That's a little risky. Because I don't know. Let me look up Krogunk real quick and see what the catch rate is, because we may have to work a little bit if we're going to go for that.
Well, can't you just try and catch it the same way you catch anything?
Yes, but again, it's one of those things where, like, the Pokemon in the Grand Underground are generally a little bit more difficult to catch.
Okay.
What I recommend...
Yeah.
Because it's a poison type, right?
Yeah.
I suggest going to Jack first and using Stun Spore.
Okay.
And then we go from there.
What if we do Biggs first, because then it'll lose...
It'll intimidate. Yeah, you're right.
And then we can switch to Jack once it's...
Okay, so we're committing to Krogunk?
We're committing.
Alright.
Alright.
Because Krogunk actually would not be that bad. Toxicroak is a great Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay, so what level are you? That's the main question.
Anticipation.
16, not terrible.
Not bad at all.
We might be able to do this. Okay. Jack should be able to take whatever comes at it.
Yeah.
Anticipation actually is not that bad of an ability either, because that'll at least let us scout out some things. But then again, we are kind of just... Actually, no, now that I think about it, that's not really useful on us, is it? Because we're just gonna look things up.
Yeah.
Use Stun Spore.
That's what I meant to do, yeah. Wait, what do you... Come on.
You're getting a little trigger happy with your fingers today, dude.
I mean, I'm nervous. This whole time I've been down here, you've been like, okay, now don't move to...
Sorry.
Making me nervous. No, it's good that you're telling me. I'm just telling you how I feel.
I understand. I apologize.
It is not your fault.
Alright, so if you go to... You should be able to stall it out with Absorb, and then like, be able to catch it once it's low.
Yeah, Revenge
Yeah,
is...
let's go ahead and just take this nice and steady.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do extra damage now because...
Yeah, that's true. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna hit it a couple more times. Because even if it crits, it can't kill me off that.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want to, like, bank on that, exactly. Especially when it comes to, like, damage rates. Flatter! Confusion. That might be bad,
Special
actually.
attack, Rose, and Confusion. Okay, so I'm not going to attack again.
What do you want to do?
Let's try a Pokeball.
Alright, go for it. We have 23 of them, so
Yeah.
we're not in... It's not like we're, like, wanting for Pokeballs.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, too, Krogunk would also not be a terrible Pokemon for Gardenia's gym, because it's a poison type. And there we go! Yo, dude, we got Krogunk!
We got Krogunk.
Alright! How about that? Okay, so, I think that's a good note to end
Yeah,
on.
I think so.
Okay, whew. So, Krogunk. Its cheeks hold poison sacs. It tries to catch foes off guard to jab them with toxic fingers. Alright, so, what do we have for a male Krogunk?
So what I finally decided is... I was thinking about poison, I was thinking about science. My wife's been reading the original Frankenstein by Mary Shelley lately, so I'm going to name him after a major character that a lot of people don't talk about very much. Just making sure I'm spelling it right here. So we're going to name him Clerval. Clerval... What's his... I think his full name... Henry. Henry Clerval.
Okay.
Is Victor Frankenstein's best friend.
Got you. Okay, cool. I like that.
Kind of sciencey. It, like, also because he's hunched over and he got a little bit more of the, like, modern, like, Igor kind of character.
I like that idea.
Even though Clerval wasn't that kind of guy, he was just kind of a normal guy.
But it's like, it kind of, like, fits the whole Frankensteinian idea.
Yeah.
Like, of that story. So, yeah, I'm down to just replace Slipknot, honestly.
I am going to keep Slipknot around.
That's right, because you don't want Darmani in this next gym.
Yeah, and even if Slipknot... Like, if it comes to a point where we need to switch somebody in to take a hit, Slipknot's perfect.
You know what?
Yeah,
actually, that is a high-level play there. It is recommended to sometimes, if it feels like you have to, sacrifice fodder is a thing.
Yeah.
So, yes, you are correct. That is a very, very, very good point.
Yeah, so Slipknot, might not last the whole story. Aha! I see that you've gone underground. Well done. Take these as a reward. Alright, we got some spheres. There are apparently some Pokemon in the Grand Underground that you can't normally find around here. Meeting a new Pokemon is 100 times more fun when it's a rare one. Your road to being a spelunker has barely begun. If you want to know more, just come visit me.
Actually, that's apt, because if I recall correctly, there's no way to find Krogunk in the overworld.
Yeah, I think he's only in the marsh, which is basically like this game's Safari Zone.
Yeah, so we got a Krogunk early in Brilliant Diamond thanks to the Underground.
Yeah.
Again, as a reminder to everyone, we're not going to be abusing the Underground. That whole segment, in terms of Pokemon, is now off limits.
So how do you even get to other segments then?
Different area, the segment you land in depends on where you are in the overworld.
Okay.
So if you're in, like, what's the Snow Village? Snow Point?
It's something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that will put you in the northern
top
segment.
part, and if you're down in, like, Pastoria City...
You go to the southern, and I believe the town, like, that's, like, historic where you meet Cynthia's grandmother.
Yeah.
I believe that's the town that will take you into the dead center.
Alright. So let's check up on Chlorville real quick.
Yeah, Chlorville is...
Anticipation. The Pokemon can sense an opposing Pokemon's dangerous move.
So it senses super effective moves, and it looks like it's a neutral nature.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, is fine. Quirky nature is fine.
It's quirky.
I don't know what it gets as a Toxicroak. I think it keeps Anticipation. Yeah, we have a fighting poison type.
Yeah, hopefully we can get it to a point where it actually learns a move.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, Toxicroak evolves normally, right? Just by leveling?
I think so. I'll check and I'll see what the level actually is.
Yeah, that's right. We also have TMs, which we might come into use later. But for now, I think that's pretty good. I'm really happy with finding a Krogunk. Because that's a neat encounter.
Yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting, but I'm happy with it. So, next time, I guess we'll beat up these fishermen, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, it wouldn't, it honestly would not behoove us to, like, spend a little time in the, undergrounds, too, mainly to, like, you know, search out for some, like, items on the walls, get some leveling going.
Yeah.
Again, underground is a great place to level.
We just gotta be careful.
Yeah, you just gotta be careful.
There's big guys down there.
The main strategy, I believe, is just, like, train with the Pokemon that are not evolved. The Pokemon that are evolved, like, may have, like, higher... Like, unless you have a plan for them, the Pokemon that are, like, evolved tend to be higher level and tend to be more difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, you saw Gastrodon down there. You should be able to deal with that with a good Grass-type Pokemon. I would not recommend dealing with Houndoom.
Yeah, I don't know how I would want to fight a Houndoom right now.
So yeah, going with a plan, and you can basically kind of control your ability to train down there, depending on the Pokemon that you encounter in the caves. And from there, the hallways, like, are Pokemon encounter free. You can just, like, you know, search for the walls to just, like, you know, grind up for items and stuff like that. That is one thing that I think you would be allowed to do off-screen if you want.
Oh, yeah. I'm not opposed to doing things off-screen. I just... Anytime there's any chance of a Pokemon dying, I want to at least record it so that if it happens, I can show it to you guys.
Yeah, grinding for items by mining the walls in the Grand Underground, however, I don't think is necessarily worth, like, you know, showcasing
Screen
all that
time.
much, so you should be fine on that regard. In regards to training, like, if you do any off-screen training, then you can just, like, you know, record it, and you should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, guys. So that was the Grand Underground. I'm the Comic Foil.
I'm the Green Scorpion.
We're gonna start preparing for Gardenia and her level 22 Roserade.
We're close. Roselia, right?
No, it's a Roserade.
It is a straight-up Roserade?
It is a fully evolved Roserade.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, yeah, we got a little bit of work to do, but we should be fine.